All right, everyone, welcome. Today we're diving into the complexities of economic recovery and manufacturing in America. We've got a lot of ground to cover, focusing on job creation, tackling fraud, and the really wild intersections of government contracts. Yeah, you heard that right. It's fascinating how tariffs have been a driving force behind getting companies back to American soil. Think about it. There was a time when manufacturing jobs headed to Mexico or Canada for cheaper labor, and now they're like, never mind, we'll just build it right here.
Wow, that's super interesting. So you're saying the tariffs are actually making them come back? I always thought tariffs just raised prices and made things muddier. Is that really the case? What if someone opened a taco truck across the street? Wouldn't that raise the stakes?
Exactly. That's a great analogy. Imagine if the taco truck owner had to pay extra for tomatoes from across the border because of tariffs. That might make them think twice and look for local produce instead. In the car industry, companies like Hyundai and GM are beginning to invest billions back into their plants. They've shifted focus. They don't need to pay the tariffs if they build right here in America. It's a classic case of incentivizing domestic production.
Oh, right. So, that sounds like a smart move. And speaking of craziness, did you know that some of the contracts, like the one Doug Burgum mentioned, were over $800 million for surveying, aimed at what could be described as junior high-level projects? It's wild. Laughs.
Haha, absolutely. It's a real circus, honestly. That's why we've implemented measures to tackle fraud, waste, and abuse head-on. These contracts are being scrubbed clean. Hundreds of billions just lying out there unaccounted for. And it's about time we brought some diligence to the process. And the Small Business Administration lending loans to a 9-month-old? It's on par with someone getting a loan for their imaginary friend.
Whoa, a 9-month-old? Could you imagine that baby trying to buy a toy and swiping their finger on a tablet like, hey, look, I got a loan? Sigh. It's absolutely wild. So what about those energy prices you mentioned? Are they really going down?
Yes, that's exactly right. Energy prices are falling, and even egg prices are experiencing significant relief. It creates a ripple effect on the economy at large. For every dollar you save on energy, that's potentially a dollar you can spend elsewhere. It's all intertwined.
That makes total sense. And let's not forget our air traffic control system. It's been outdated for way too long, so we're pursuing a brand new system. You know how it feels to be stuck in a long line at the airport? Well, imagine enhancing safety while improving overall travel efficiency at the same time. Like getting your tacos served hot and fast.
Oh my gosh, airports are like the least fun place ever. It's like waiting in line at the DMV in space, with people just shuffling around. If they've got this plan to improve air traffic control, that sounds like a step in the right direction. But how does that tie into international relationships? Are they connected somehow?
Spot on. It's all about stability. We're working on improving relations with countries like Russia and Ukraine, which has an impact on international air traffic and trade. You want safe skies while also fostering robust business connections. That's the ultimate goal.
So in essence, what we're talking about today is not just about policies. It's about a vision for a stronger economy, cleaner energy, and safety in our skies. It's an interconnected web that, when spun the right way, can pull everyone upwards.
Wow, that's a lot to think about. Maybe I need to invest in some taco trucks while we're at it. Laughs.